Okay, so we're back with the seventh episode of the Friday Feature Interview Series. I'm Tommy Bauer, the CEO and founder of the Headline Music mobile app. Today we have Cole, aka Charismatic, our first rapper, coming all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, originally from New York. He's going to be giving an interview out of Austin, Texas, and we're really excited about this. I'm super excited because it's the first time we've interviewed a rapper on here, and that's more my space. So we're going to go ahead and um, give him a shot. All right, so I'm here with Cole, aka Charismatic, for the Friday feature. Appreciate your time. What's going on?
Chilling, man, cooling, just trying to get this bag, trying to secure the bag as usual, and trying to make things happen.
Right, where are you at right now?
I'm actually in Texas, I'm in Austin.
All right, perfect. I'm actually really excited about this one in particular because, like I had mentioned earlier, you're at the first rapper that we've had on the show, so I'm excited to do something more in my space. So I'm
It's an
excited about
honor,
this.
and I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Cool, man. All right, well then we're gonna kick it off. So I just want to know why rap. When you could have chosen anything that you wanted to, tell me why did you choose rap?
Facts. For me, it really isn't like to be honest, it isn't really like I just was like I chose rap per se. It's more so it just kind of, not to be cliche, but it kind of chose me. It's just like like I grew up, just I'd say about when I was probably about maybe 13, is when I started really, really liking hip hop. Because when you're a kid, like 5, 7, you listen, Disney Channel, whatever the case may be, you're a little kid. But got into my teenage years, and that's when I started listening to hip hop, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is hot, this is vibing, and I think so. The first, just starting off with music, for me, just vibing with it, listening to it, growing up, and just really just understanding the rhythm. And then I also grew up playing instruments. I actually played the violin before,
Really?
and I played guitar. So
All
just
right.
like kind of growing up musically inclined, just beats and just cadences and sounds and certain things came to me, and I after listening, and then I think the first artist that actually inspired me to want to make music was 50 Cent. And I'm not even like my rap style is different from him, but he's from the same place in New York that I'm from, and just seeing someone, I had never seen an artist, from their debut album come out and explode that fast. And me being like, like a teenager at the time, a kid, I'm just looking like, dang, what I mean? It inspired me, and he's from the same place that I'm from. And then after that, it was Kanye, and Kanye doing it the way he did and leaving messages in his music and stuff. And from that, seeing that they could do it, and they could, what I'm saying, do it the way that I felt like I could do it, and spread messages with my music, it was like it was a match made in heaven. So I just ended up starting like, let me just try it out. And I always had a good vocabulary, so I figured I could, be a little wordsmith.
Yeah. String a few lines together. Oh, that's yeah, no, that's good, man. I feel exactly what you're saying. It's cool that 50 inspired you a little bit, and then especially just because I'm from Chicago, Kanye and all that. Um, it was cool to see him come up, and some of his older stuff I actually really like a lot. Some of my favorite fighters from back in the day, Frank Mir, he actually walks out to one of Kanye's songs. Uh, Amazing, and whatnot. So, all right. Well, hey, you did that show too, the Drip, and I saw that picture. It looked like there was a big crowd that was drawn. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what that was all about?
That was a fun show. It was during SXSW, or South by Southwest, the big music conference they got
Oh yeah.
in Austin here, and I didn't do the main stage. That would have been dope if I could have got to do that, but I did do a nice little side stage, and like you said, it did bring out a nice crowd. Um,
How did
Excuse
you
me.
get in there?
I actually, so my manager at the time, she kind of networked with this. It was like this promo kind of, I guess you could say, promo team. They, do different shows in different states, and they do like some mini tours for independent artists. And we were able to, kind of network with them and work with them. They like what I had, and we kind of set up a deal to where I would go out there and I actually, did that and some other stuff, but that was the premiere show, and it just worked out like that. But I had a lot of fun. It wasn't like you said, it was a nice crowd out there. That was actually my first time in Austin. I'm back now, but
Yeah, you know what that means? That means your manager was working for you at the time too. You know, she was making calls, setting up opportunities, you know? That's important in this game. You got to have a good partnership with the manager, otherwise I feel like things could go south real quick.
exactly, especially in this game,
Yeah. Um,
I know the craziness of the music games.
yeah. So I know my process when it comes to writing music, and I kind of want to hear what yours is. You have a beat that you like first, and then you put the lyrics behind it, or are you thinking of something during the course of your day, and you're like, I'm gonna write this down in my notepad or whatever, and then I'm gonna try and find a beat to match that. How do you go about that?
Gotcha, gotcha. So I say it's a couple different ways that I approach it. Sometimes to be real, I'll be in the kitchen. I might be cooking. I might be in the shower. I might be hopping in the whip. You know what I mean? It'd be random. I get inspiration like randomly. You know what I mean? Like and some of my like I say most clever or wittiest like punchlines. I'll be like I might be seasoning some chicken or something, and then it's just like oh, it was kind of hot right there. So I'll grab my.
Yeah, no pun intended, right?
No pun intended.
There you go.
You might be making some hot wings or something. Hey, so you gave me a little bar right there, but
We're collaborating already.
get it, let's get it.
That's
But
funny.
but no, it is funny. But no, honestly, like that's one of my ways that I do get inspiration. But I say most of the time it's like I like to get. I mean, I've collaborated with producers before to where they've made the beat the way I've wanted it, and I like that as well. I like that. I say I like that. Um, I wouldn't say the most because I feel like a lot of producers they'll send me some beats or I'll listen or I'll skim through some beats that I have or I'll skim through. We got a lot of beat websites you can work with and get beats, but um, for the most part, when I hear a beat, I'll build around it.
Right.
So
I got you.
I'll have like a hook or I'll usually have like a song title and a theme in my mind of how I want the song to be. And then I'll sift through and find a beat that'll kind of go with that theme. And then I'll just work from there and I'll just build the song from that. But usually I'll start with the name of the song. And then if I don't write the hook or the chorus, I'll have at least the idea of how I want it to flow. Sometimes I'll even record in my phone. Like if I have a tune, I'll honestly, I'll wake up with a tune or a rhythm in my head. And I'm like, oh man, this would be a dope song. And so I'll like record it on my phone. And then I know when I actually get a beat, I'll be like, for whether it's a producer making it or me just finding one, I'm like, okay, boom, match me in heaven. Gonna make me a song.
All right, yeah, man. I can't tell you how many times I've been lying in bed and all of a sudden like a hook will come to me or something like that. I'll write that down real quick in the in the iPhone, and then I'll remember that thing, and then in the morning, all of a sudden I'll be on the computer looking for beats, and I know like, and I'm sure you know what beats you prefer over some other ones. Like I'm not. For me, my style's not really like elevator music or anything like that, real slow, you know. So when people want to write music like that with me, I always have a hard time like finding the right words to say for something like that because I'm more like I like those aggressive ones. And I know you said you play violin, so I love a little violin in my beat.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, yeah, no kidding. So why don't you tell us what do you do in your free time when you're not doing music?
For sure. So my free time, it varies. I'm a game. I wouldn't say I'm a full gamer, but I have a PS4 and I do love video games.
Hmm. Do you do
I
Twitch
be so,
then?
huh?
Do you do Twitch then? Are you a
I
Twitch
actually
guy?
don't. I don't.
You
But
don't?
I've been thinking about getting into that. But
Man, you're slacking right now.
you got a Twitch?
I don't have a Twitch, but Twitch is like on the up and up right now.
Yeah. You're right about that. I heard about people making money from Twitch and all
Oh,
that
big
too.
time.
I know they got some new app called Caffeine or something like that too.
Hmm.
Um, there's a lot of the same, probably in the same realm, but
So you're a
but
big
no,
gamer then.
I am a gamer. I'm a 2K. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I like I'm a 2K is that term,
Yeah.
but I like 2Ks. I got the I'm a Call of Duty fan.
Okay.
Um, so I'm a gamer. I also like just going out. I love I don't have a girlfriend right now, so I love kicking it with different women, trying to find who's gonna be the one for me.
Yeah. One at a time.
You feel me? And I love reading. I don't read as much as I should, but I actually do enjoy reading.
Good.
It's helped me to really build my vocabulary and be a better lyricist. So
I'm glad to hear that one. Yeah, that's important, man. You gotta stay up on that.
exactly, exactly. And I like staying in the know, and I get a lot of news articles and stuff, random stuff sent to my phone. I got the little articles come, so I like to just stay up and kind of keep abreast of what's going on in the world. So I'm not out here, kind of lost. I keep my mind sharp.
Yeah, man, you need to keep up with that arsenal.
Yeah, you feel me? Feel me? That's the truth.
All right, so hey, we're gonna be wrapping up, and I just wanted to ask you one last question. I ask this at every interview's end, and I just want to know what can we tell your followers, your fans, about the upcoming year? Anything that you have, any news?
Sure. So I got a new album coming out. Not exactly sure. It should be. I want to say May. I want to say May. I want to say May. But yeah, Blue Lemonade too. It's the I say long awaited because I dropped Blue Lemonade, my first Blue Lemonade. Dang, I can't believe it's been that long now. Like 3.5 years ago.
Yeah, man.
And then my last album came out the end of 2018. So I didn't drop. I dropped some music last year. Well, really just I did a lot of featuring, and then I dropped one single as far as me. But I made sure not to like a lot of people that support, a lot of my fans really wanted it to drop. My Blue Lemonade 2 to drop last year, and like people be DMing me on my IG or like commenting like, "Where is this album?" But I purposely I was gonna drop it at the end of last year, but I was like, nah. By the time I felt like, saying it's time to drop it, the new year was approaching. So I was like, you know what? We got a new decade, new year coming, 2020. He's gonna drop me Lemonade too, and I put a lot of work into it, and I'm excited. I'm gonna drop some visuals for it when I drop it, and it's gonna be a dope sequel. It's gonna people that have been following me from first Lemonade and my other album, other music stuff I've done. They're going to be able to see the growth. They're going to be able to hear, or not see, but hear the growth, and they're going to be able to hear just just what I'm doing. Bars is sharper, the beats, just the concepts. It's I put a lot of work and a lot of creativity into this one. Really, just separate myself. I put a new sound in this one, so I think I hope that it's received as well as I try to make it.
Yeah, I love that name, Blue Lemonade 2, the sequel. That's good. All right, cool, man. Well, I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for that because I like your stuff, and I'm gonna be trying to share that as much as I can once it actually drops, and keep trying to help build you a little bit as we grow the app. So I just want to say thanks again for coming on, and I appreciate you taking the time. I know you're in Austin and whatnot, so I'm gonna let you get back to training. Maybe a little rest, get off those feet. It's been a long day.
Oh yeah. I'm a hawk now. I'm cooler now, so trying to give me something to eat, relax a little bit.
All right, sounds good, man. We'll talk to you later then. I appreciate it.
Definitely, man. It was an honor, man. I appreciate you, bro.